Before we start this video of this really awesome limited edition Honda, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. This is my 800th car review here on YouTube. It's crazy even saying that. And that is all thank you to viewers like yourself for getting me to this point and watching my videos, enjoying my videos, and commenting, subscribing, everything you guys do. I get to wake up every morning and have the best job in the world and drive cool and unique cars and show them to you, which I deeply appreciate. This is number 800, and I couldn't be more excited to be driving it today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2021 Honda Civic Type R Limited Edition. Up front is a 2.0 liter turbocharged inline 4, and down below is a 6-speed manual transmission. Now I am super excited to be driving this Type R for two reasons. First of all, it's limited edition. They only sent 600 of these to the US. We'll talk about that more in a second, but it's special, and I love driving special cars. The second reason is that I recently drove a Hyundai Veloster N, and so we'll see how it compares to that car. But before we get on to anything else, I have a website, zackpradel.com, where you can buy stickers like this retro sticker pack I have available for just $10. You could also buy a big friggin' bottle sticker for $4, both with free shipping worldwide. You could also submit your own vehicle to be reviewed by me through a quick and easy submission form, and you could read my behind the scenes blog to see what I'm filming before it comes out on the channel. But let's talk about what makes this Honda Civic so special. Well, like I said, they only sent 600 of these to the United States. They made 1,000 of them worldwide, so we did get the majority of them, but still 1,000 of one car is not that much. And the limited edition is the more track-oriented, more driver-focused version of the Civic Type R. This weighs 50 pounds less than the standard Type R because they removed some sound deadening. They didn't give you a cargo cover. It has lighter wheels. These are BBS forged wheels. It also comes on Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, which are a little bit grippier than the stock Type R tires. It has stiffer dampers for the suspension and a stiffer steering feel for more road feel, as well as the steering wheel itself is finished in Alcantara. And of course, it comes in this sweet Phoenix yellow paint, which was only for the limited edition Type R. In addition to all of that, you do get the serial number of your specific Type R in the center console, which we'll talk about later on. But now let's get back to that 2.0 liter turbo under the hood. Well, it makes 306 horsepower and actually shares parts with the Honda Accord Sport, as well as the brand new Civic, of course, in non-turbo form. I love this engine. I love the Type R. I love the way it drives. It's very responsive, and 306 horsepower in a hatchback is fantastic. Like I said, paired to it, 6-speed manual transmission, clicks into place, feels amazing. Love Honda shifters. Hondas make the best shifters. You can't change my mind. Last but not least, the Type R is front-wheel drive, where a lot of its competitors like the Ford Focus RS and the turbo Mazda 3, which isn't a direct competitor, but in a similar segment, come with all-wheel drive. Honda has stuck with front wheel. With that out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have two physical gauges and a screen. On the left is my coolant temperature, on the right is my fuel, and in the center I get my tachometer and a bunch of other readouts about the car, which I think is fantastic. And of course, the Civic Type R has red accents on the inside for the gauge cluster, where in the standard Civic it's normally blue. On the steering wheel on the left, I have my controls for that center screen, as well as information and phone options. And on the right, I have my cruise control options. I do get lane keep assist as well, which is very nice for a car like this. The steering wheel itself feels very nice. Like I said, it's finished in Alcantara, where the standard Type R is not, and it has this amazing feel in my hands, soft and yet grippy at the same time. However, this is something you'll have to keep up with. Alcantara does not react well to the oils in your hands. So there is a little bit of maintenance that comes with that if you plan to drive this car a lot. Off to the left, I have my pre-collision warning, traction control, and lane keep assist buttons. And on the door, I have my power mirrors, power locks, and power windows. Moving into the center, I have two climate control vents and a hazard switch, and then I have the very typical Honda infotainment system. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because it's not really the point of the car. It works. You can plug your phone into it, plays music, has navigation. Here's the backup camera. That's what it looks like. There you go. Then of course I do have my climate controls. Now something interesting here is that other market Type R limited editions did not come with air conditioning to save extra weight. Those cars actually weighed about 100 pounds less, where this only weighs 50 pounds less than the standard Type R. And air conditioning definitely plays a big factor in that, but in the American market, they still gave you air conditioning. It is dual zone at that, which is a very nice feature, but not super race car-y. Then I get a nice area to plug in my devices and put little knickknacks and treasures and whatnot. And then we come to the shifter. The shifter feels great. Like I said, Honda really knows how to do it when it comes to shifters. I've mentioned this before, but I reviewed an Audi R8 in a gated 6-speed manual. And after that review, I genuinely felt like Honda is better. But then down below that, I have a couple of things. Off to the left, I have brake hold and my power parking brake. This does not have a physical parking brake. It is an electronic parking brake, which isn't my favorite in manual cars, but that's okay. You know what I do like about the parking brake though, is that when it's on, if you go to tap it off without putting your foot on the brake, it does a very 80s car thing where it'll talk to you.
Please depress the brake pedal to release the parking brake.
Lights are on.
But off to the right, I have my drive mode select. So I have comfort, sport, and R. Of course, R is gonna leave you to your own devices and tell you to figure it out on your own, which I love. This is definitely a track-oriented mode, and it does liven up the Type R quite a bit. And that does turn on the auto rev matching, which I absolutely love. I do also appreciate a good manually done rev match where you just kind of blip your foot on the throttle. But man, do I feel cool when the car does it for me. Then of course you do get your badge for the limited edition. You get to see what production number your particular vehicle is, which is really nice. Then I do get cup holders. So we will do a big friggin' bottle test. And actually, the Honda Civic Type R passes the big friggin' bottle test. This might be one of the most sporty cars to pass the big friggin' bottle test, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Civic Type R limited edition passes. Now we have to talk about the seats, and this is something that I don't really agree with when it comes to the Civic Type R. The reason for that is that I'm a bigger guy, and well, I don't really fit all too well in these seats. The side bolsters are just a little too skinny for me to be fully comfortable. Now, if you are skinnier than me, which there's a high chance you are, you're not gonna mind these Civic Type R seats, and you're probably gonna like them a lot. However, being a bigger, wide guy, not the best. Speaking of seats, however, we do have back seats, so let's go do a back seat review. I also forgot that with the high bolsters, you have a very high bolster getting in and out, and it is a Gooch Slammer 5000. Not great. All right, so we're in the back of the 2021 Honda Civic Type R Limited Edition. Couple things to note. First of all, knee room great, headroom great. I fit back here really, really easily. That is one of the biggest redeeming qualities of the Civic Type R is the back seat space. I have 4 full doors, unlike the Velociter N that only had 3 doors, let alone it was hard and crammed in the back seat. This is a full-fledged back seat. I could take my friends and family back here, whether it be out on the racetrack or just to Aldi to get those little peanut butter cups that they have, because they're way better than Reese's. But that's besides the point. You can actually use this as a car. You know, you could drive it to church, you could drive it to the track, whatever it is. You'll be able to do it and take people back here, which I think is the coolest thing in the world. Let's go hop around back. We'll take a look at the trunk and cargo space, and then we'll talk about the looks. All right, so we're on the back of the Civic Type R. Pop the trunk right here. And as you can see, well, first of all, we have the Type R floor mats. These are absolutely cool. But as you'll notice, no privacy cover. Now, could you get a privacy cover from a regular Civic or just a regular Type R? Of course, but they removed this for weight savings. How much weight in cardboard did they save? I mean, not that much, but there you go. Trunk space is fantastic. Another huge redeeming quality of the Civic Type R. Plenty of space back here. You can move in and out of school, move apartments, whatever you might need. Back here, fold those seats down. You have all the room in the world. Now we gotta talk about the looks. And a couple of things to note here, but all good things to say. Phoenix yellow really, really pops. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. I think it functions really well. And every single person I've driven by stares at it, which you don't normally get out of a Honda Civic. You don't really catch eyes in a Honda Civic, but in this Phoenix yellow one, you certainly do. The other thing I really like is just the front end design. I think it's very aggressive. and I think it definitely is helped out by the color yellow, but I think all Civic Type Rs from this generation look pretty good. But now let's get on to my final thoughts on the 2021 Honda Civic Type R Limited Edition. Well, I love it. Here's the thing. If you're expecting a truly purpose-built track car from Honda, this isn't quite it. However, they didn't really say that that's what it was supposed to be. This is just the limited edition version of the regular Civic Type R. Has a couple nicer pieces. I could definitely see someone buying this who's been a lifelong Honda fan. If you've owned EKs and EGs and 8th gen SIs and all of those cars, reward yourself and find a limited edition because it does reward you quite a bit. Or if you just want the best Civic Type R there is, well, look no further. It's the best. I also mentioned at the beginning of the video, how does this compare to the Velociter N? I like the Velociter N. I actually really love the Velociter N. I think it's a great choice. But this has way better back seats, and it just feels more refined. The Velociter N kind of feels like a kid who skipped a grade. When this is a kid that just works hard and gets the job done. But now I want to say something that will probably be controversial, and I want you to hear me out before you post your comments. This is, to me, the best Honda ever made. Hear me out. Yes, the Honda S2000 is fantastic, but they're at unreachable prices, and if you want to carry any more than one person, you're kind of screwed. The Acura NSX, I love that car, but I will never be able to own one. They've been priced out of my range. I think the fact that this is a very fun four-door and a hatch at that, that's a game changer. It's so good. It's so fun to drive, fantastic to shift. Oh yeah. Yep, very good to drive, so good to drive. Oh, you really can't go wrong with one. And so yes, I acknowledge the S2000, I acknowledge the NSX, but I'm not a car collector. I drive my cars. I use my cars for car things. It's just the best. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Cheyenne and Cheyenne only for letting me take out her Civic Type R Limited Edition. This is just so sweet. I really am in love with this car. It's just the best. It really is the best, and that's all. Thank you to Cheyenne. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.